I'm Matthew Holder. I'm with Vindication Krav Maga, a local Krav Maga training center in town. We're with the International Krav Maga Federation, which is one of the two original Krav Maga organizations in the world.
What does Krav Maga mean, please?
Krav Maga is Hebrew for contact combat.
Ah.
So it is a just down-to-earth, practical, real-world self-defense system. No frills, no fancy stuff, no sport aspect to it at all. Just kind of nitty-gritty, down and dirty self-defense.
Fantastic. So Matthew has graciously conceded to show me about 4 different moves that are going to help us all when we're talking about self-defense. Now, all of us know that we're hearing a lot about child trafficking. We're having a lot about human trafficking. We see a lot of things, especially on Facebook, that can possibly scare us. So we want to learn some things that we can do for ourselves that are quick and easy, and make sure that we're prepared. So I'm going to be asking him questions along the way, and we're going to get started, and we hope that you enjoy this video. Now, Matthew, what are our very best defenses that we have? Let's talk about those.
Okay. To start out with, your best defense is your senses, your awareness of your environment. In Krav Maga, the first principle, it's known for its brutality a little bit, but actually the first principle on our timeline of defense is to avoid any potentially dangerous situation.
Very good. All right, now as far as our weapons that we have on our person, what is a person's very best weapon, or the best weapons that we have naturally?
Well, naturally, so I think you gotta think of your whole body as being a weapon, and the very best weapon is situational. It depends on the attack.
Okay.
The main thing I'd like to talk about in that regard is that whatever you're using, and we'll demonstrate some of this later, is that you're attacking vulnerable points. Vulnerable points, soft targets that will hurt, that will injure a person, that can stop the person, shut down the fight as quickly as possible.
Okay.
So in Krav Maga, what we're trying to do is we fight hard so that we can stop fighting as quickly as possible. So we're very proactive, very aggressive. So vulnerable points, for example, especially on a man, is your groin, and we utilize that a lot. We do a lot of groin striking with the knees, kicks, things like that, even strikes with the palm. This sounds bad, but if you're being attacked out in the street, it's not a MMA match, it's not a boxing match.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to be willing to get nasty, or you could potentially find yourself in a very bad situation. So gouging eyes, biting, soft targets include the eyes, the nose, the jawline, the throat, the back of the neck, all the joints, instep, knees, kicking out knees, things like that, striking the groin. So things like that, that you might think, oh, that's just dirty and nasty or whatever, but when you're fighting for your safety, so that your body won't be violated, or so that you don't go to the hospital, or you don't wind up in a lake somewhere, then you do whatever is at your disposal, and you don't hesitate to use it.
All right, so we are going to start with knee strikes, and we're going to set up for that.
Okay, so go down. So when you knee, take the step, come in here, and then I'm going to bring it up.
Okay.
And then, okay, and then you go down, and I'm going to go here, and I'm going that. Yeah, so your first strike, it's okay that you're coming forward with it.
Okay.
So you come in here, boom, and then you can strike like that. Okay? So,
God, he's so strong. Okay, what I'm about to do now is called knee, heel, heel. And I am going to get him in the groin and then turn and hit right on his nose, except he's got a pad, of course. And then he's taught me, as soon as I finish doing that a couple times, whatever, I am to crouch down, get around to beside him, crouch down, and look around to make sure there's nobody else there. If nobody else is there, I run. I didn't go that way!
yeah.
How am I going to get around that? Oh, sorry, I got your toes.
Okay.
Hey, go. learn too much from him? Is that one better?
No, that was way better.
Good, because I kept my arms in.
Well,
That's how it's done.
it's a little awkward.
Alright. I cheated.
Yeah, so, and then you'll turn.
Alright, so
remember
I'm gonna
to-
act like I'm undoing my car, right?
Yeah, and then remember to turn your head right away.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so now we're going to do a choking scenario, and I'm going to pluck his arm and hit him in the groin. Shoot! Okay, this is Melissa Twig again, and I'm telling you, I cannot remember the last time I learned so much in one day. This has been an awesome experience, and I want you to tell me how these people can get in touch with you now, knowing just a little bit that I know. I realize more than ever that I don't know much.
Okay. Yeah. Really, self-defense. You know, you've got to practice. We discussed some simple things that you can apply very easily, but you need repetition. You can come take classes with me Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 7 to 8 p.m. at Agoge Fitness, 4th and 31st South, downtown.
Birmingham.
In Birmingham. There's also Nate Acton at Counter-Strike Krav Maga in Pelham. And he also does women's seminars, women's specific seminars. He does a year-long women's course. So if you're interested in those things, if you've got a group and you want us to come to you, we might be able to work that out as well.
That is exactly what I'm going to do. If you will please post that you would like to be part of a class or a symposium, you don't have to necessarily do the movements. We can do that, but I think that it would be great. I'll talk to him about how he performs the actual seminar, but I think it'd be great for us to discuss a lot of things first and then get into some physical movements after that, because the thing that I learned today, more than anything, the number one defense is not getting in the mess in the first place, right?
Exactly. The first rule of Krav Maga is to avoid any potentially violent situation. You do not want to put yourself in more harm than you have to. No machismo here. We're just trying to go home safe.
Right. And I think that for me in particular, I'm so used to not being aware of my surroundings, and my friends will tell you that. And I think I'm a little protected because I'm like 5'12", but I can't do that anymore. I mean, he is so strong, and it makes you realize just how vulnerable you are. So I'm absolutely going to take these classes. I'm absolutely going to try to bring this to Anniston. My dear friend Lana Miller mentioned this morning that she would like to have a seminar, and I would love for us to have a seminar there. And then several of us, or a bunch of us, can get together a caravan from Oxford to Birmingham and get involved in these classes if you would like to. I think it's a phenomenal thing. I really, really appreciate all you did today, and how you've awakened in me the fact that I really do have to get on this, and I really have to do something about this. And I think that all of us could use some work in this area, and I tell you, if we can get together with these folks and just even at one evening is going to make a difference in your life. So thank you so much for helping me out today and helping our viewers out. And you guys be sure to post and comment. Be sure to watch us on sistercation.net. Share this with your friends. And I think I will go ahead and get in contact with him and make sure that we get a class option, and we'll see what it takes for him to come to Oxford, Anniston area. Okay? Thank you so much.